A lot of people still hopping on. So we're gonna give the boys a couple of minutes right now. So Amber, you've been in the business now for what, one week?
So this week is my second full week, not including my orientation week. It is my first, actually today marks my first full week solo.
Full week solo. What's your approval percentage?
Oh, that's a good question. I think I'm sitting at like 65. Yesterday.
You guys all heard somebody's mom out there. That was funny.
Yeah.
Your approval needs to be high. But hey, I'm glad you're doing the leadership quiz. Look, Danny is a crazy man. He's gonna ask you, and you should. He's gonna ask you to shut down your Indeed, your ZipRecruiter, ignore your notifications from your phone, except for your email for the next. I'm gonna guess for the next 120 days.
I actually I made my resume on Indeed private on like my second day of orientation.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want messages from anybody, emails, nothing. Like, so.
Yeah, that's good. So guys, I'm giving it a couple minutes because there's a lot of people hopping on, if that makes sense. Recording in progress. Yes. Who's recording me? You little birds. You guys gonna post this later?
That was me.
What's up, Kevin? What office are you from, Kevin?
Oh,
you don't know?
Hello?
Kevin's
Hello?
from Tracy James' office.
Tracy James, the guy that almost makes it to the Bachelorette.
Hello?
Kevin, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm from Tracy's office.
Hey, that guy Tracy almost make it to the Bachelorette, to the TV show.
I mean, I still got time. I still got until next week to actually let him know if I want to do it or not. So,
hey, lover, did you know that? You don't tell,
Mom. Don't.
He said, "Don't tell me." Tracy got selected to record the Bachelorette TV show. She said it makes sense. He declined it because too focused on business. But he wants to go so bad. He's even gonna make a second Instagram. It's called Finsta.
No, stop.
That's not true, guys. I actually tried looking at a second Instagram for Tracy, and I couldn't. I found all these people that they're all uglier than him. Okay, thank you guys. So I'm gonna hop on the topic. It's gonna be very short, and then you guys can ask a couple questions. We're gonna wrap it up. So I'm Richard. If anybody that hasn't visited our office, you're always welcome to. I run an office in Dallas, Texas, and our goal lately it's been to help people finish the program. So if you ever have questions or whatever, you can always come and visit or talk to your manager, because we'd love to help. I can't wait to see some of the Frontier peeps tomorrow or Friday. So Flodine says, "What in Vegas?" Okay, you distract me, Flodine. Okay, so Punta Cana is coming up. Okay, so you guys don't understand because the majority of you, if not 100% of you, have never been to an R&R. Never. Somebody did? Who did? I guess nobody. Anyway, so there is an opportunity for you guys to go to R&R. And look, you could have been like Amber, that you've been in the business for 1 week, or 2 weeks, and you can still go to R&R. R&R is an incredible opportunity. The way the business always has named this event is an owner's retreat. This is not a rep retreat. It is not a I'm here for a month retreat. It's actually a business ownership conference. And you guys all know the Tony Robbins of the world, the Gary V's, all these people, Grant Cardone, that you can pay thousands of dollars to go to an event to learn about the business. This is about our specific business, our industry. And the best part is that it's not a business meeting. It's an R&R rest and relaxation, but there's going to be an award ceremony where you guys are going to see some of the best people get a Dave Parker Award, which is Best Manager of the Year. And then on top of that, you're going to see a ton of people get promoted to regional and national consultant, meaning people that have helped, dozens of people complete the program in a great amount of time, making millions of dollars. But the majority of the time is going to be pool time and hanging out, like literally hanging out at the pool with all of these millionaires. You guys are going to see Van from San Diego that runs the best office for 5G. You guys are going to see people like Lamine that's been #1 on Vegas. You're definitely going to see Dana, Iverson, Chang. You're going to see Joy. You're going to see all these heavy hitters of the business, and you have a chance to relate to them. Look, my upline, Larissa Holly started in the business and got to national consultant in 3 years, very fast. And the reason she stayed is she always talks about, hey, her 3rd week in the business, somebody invited her. I don't know how she was able to sneak into R&R. The only thing is that depends on where you're at. Plane tickets can be between $1,000 to $1,500. We're not advising the owner to go and pay $20,000 worth of tickets to take the entire office. That doesn't make any sense, even for the majority of the owners that do have the money. Some of them are brand new owners and don't have the money. But look, if you're promoted to assistant manager, we're going to pay for your flight. We're going to pay for your all-inclusive stay, which, by the way, your stay at Punta Cana would be about $1,400 plus the wristband with all-inclusive. So almost $2,000 a person if you were to go by yourself. So if you're on this call, we're willing to make a space for you and pay for that for you if you're able to get your own ticket. This is going to be probably the only time, because we haven't had an opportunity to go to R&R since 2019 in Cancun, Mexico. So we are like 4 years backed up. This is going to be the best meeting you've ever been in your entire life, in any job. No doubt. You have to go. And I can't explain it enough, because so many owners are on this call telling you about this meeting, but they haven't been yet. So they're probably not promoting it properly. I'm telling you, like, even if somebody after 6 months doesn't do the business, it'll be a great experience, but your entire life can change. Like, I need you to be a little open-minded. Think about your mind as if it was a parachute. It only works if it's open. And I need you to understand, like, you could not think, or never even thought in your life, that you could make a 6-figure income, or that you can make 7 figures, $1 million, $20,000 a week. You never thought of that, and you might not think of it today. You need to go to this meeting, because your life can change dramatically, like, really. So I want every single one of you. There's 100+ people on this call, between all the people that are on one Zoom. I want every single one of you to consider this seriously. Look, we need to submit the flights. We need to submit the flights by March 30th. In my office, we have a deadline for March 25th. In my office, what we're doing is, if you're brand new, you start today and you're reading a book every day. In my office, we just like reading. You don't have to do it like this. You're reading a book every day. You are 100% attendance, and you qualify for leadership one of the weeks between now and March 30th. There's 3 weeks. And you can qualify for leadership in your sales at least once. And you buy your ticket, and we will let you go. We'll let you go to R&R. We will pay for all the stay and the all-inclusive stuff. And we will let you have a seat with the best of the best of the best in our business. It is my favorite meeting by far. You know why? Because it's not a bunch of people making excuses there, like in the office. It's only the winners. And look, regional meetings are great. There's a lot of things to learn at the regional meeting. They're training meetings, right? The meetings that you guys go into a hotel and whatever, those are great meetings. They're just training meetings. This is not. This is 3 days of full-time, you hanging out with a millionaire or several of them, and you having the opportunity to ask questions, but also to build a connection and to find out. Also, and probably the best weather and the best environment, not to mention that we're going to be in probably the best resort in the entire island of the Dominican Republic. An insane opportunity. We've never done this, guys. I need you to understand. We've never done it where we just let people go. We can pay for tickets. I'm paying for the tickets in my office for anyone that qualifies to be an assistant manager. You finish the program, you got a team of 5 to 10, 20 leaders, you're going. And we're paying for everything. But the fact that you guys can, somebody that's been here for 1 week can go. Look, if you started saving money today, up until the time you have to pay for the flight, let's say the flight's $1,000, it's only $20 a day. If you have no money right now in the bank, and by the way, if you're on this call and you're like, well, Richard, I can't pay my ticket, it's $1,000. If you're like thinking on this call, like, well, I'm broke, that's a bigger reason why you should go to this meeting, because probably the fact that you're not going to this meeting is a big reason why you're broke. And look, you might come from a different job and like it's been a little messy, and I understand that not all of it could be your fault, but you got to make it to this meeting. You have to make it to this meeting. And if your manager's not on the call, but you got the link somehow, just know, say, hey, you can go tomorrow to this manager. Say, hey, Richard said I can go. I need you to tell me what qualifications. I'm going to pay my flight. And the owner will cover the room. But you got to make it to this meeting. You have to make it to this meeting. I need to see you there because it could dramatically change your life. So I don't want to beat the dead horse. I've been talking about the same concept, but hey, like I said, the best of the business together, hanging out. You might be on this call for the first week. I really need you you're on your first week, which means you're thinking about quitting every 20 minutes. I need you to have a thought real fast to say, hey, let me go to this trip. Check it out. Hey, let me check these people out. And dude, check us out. Check us out. If you go to the trip, I'll tell you this, for all 75 people that are on the call, you go to this trip and you come back on Monday and you said it wasn't worth it and it wasn't the best business trip of your life, you call me and I'll refund you your ticket. Do whatever you got to do. Talk to your manager and say, hey, I didn't, even for those of you that you're like, well, I don't know if I deserve it. Just ask, figure out the money, buy your plane ticket, and let's get you there. Anybody want to ask anything?
I
Cool.
know Danny said earlier in the office, but I can't quite remember. What are the exact dates for the trip?
The trip, it doesn't matter, Amber. It doesn't matter because if you're going to go no matter the dates, right? But the exact dates are Thursday, 4/20 through 4/23, Thursday through Sunday, April 20th through April 23rd. But that shouldn't matter. Unless you're getting married that day. Then in that case, then.
I have a 4-year-old, so.
Yes. Okay. There you go. So we have to figure out babysitting. Or bring him. If you have money for the child's ticket, buy it too. But don't make that, let's not make kids, all of that. Let's figure it out. We got to figure it out. Anybody else have a question?
So
No.
Richard, your
Yeah.
first R&R, like what was the biggest impact you got from it?
The first R&R, by the way, was at this hotel. I was a leader in Chang's office. I was really close to management. And we went to Punta Cana to the same hotel. And I freaked out. I didn't know. I really didn't know. I just thought I just can't explain it to you, bro. You have to go. I didn't know that this was the business. I knew people made some good money. But blocking out an entire hotel and pretty much the whole freaking island, the luxury that I experienced, I never had until that day. Everything was free. everything was free, which is dangerous. Make sure you behave when you're there. But everything was free. And I was hanging out at the pool with people that were making millions of dollars, and they made me feel incredible next to them. And they said, Richard, you can do it too. It's not that hard. And guess what? 5 years later, I'm coming back as an NC, and they were totally right. And I'm nobody special at all. They were all right. So I just can't explain it, man. I need you to figure out a way to go. And like I said, if you have money issues, something's going on, talk to your manager. Say, hey, dude, I'll pay 80% of the ticket. Like, be an entrepreneur. Figure this thing out, dude. Please come up with the $1,000. We need you to have the plane ticket again. And if not, your manager will select whoever's the best people in the office. But he's not going to be able, or she's not going to be able to take every single person, if that makes sense. But I know that if you do this part and you show up the commitment over the next month, oh my gosh, it can change your life. I'm sure they don't mind paying the however much it costs to pay you an entire room for yourself or for you and somebody else, and have an all-inclusive stay at the hotel. I'm sure they don't mind paying for that part. So hopefully that answers your question. Anyone else? We're going to close it out. It's late. All right, guys.
Hello, real quick. Is there a website to expedite the process of a passport? And if so, can I get it?
Do I ask Brad? I know he had or Julian. Julian had a way that he had to pay $800 to get it in like 1 week.
Yeah. But you're,
But that falls under the figure it out part.
here's I stopped the video.
Okay.
Huh? I stopped the video.
Dwight,
Okay.
you got to make it there. I know you don't have a passport right now, but you'll have to bribe somebody to get you one right now.
Just jump over the, you know.
No.
Yes, swim.
No, if you don't have a passport, obviously you can't go, right? And we've got to make sure you got a passport, but do whatever you got to do to make sure you have a passport. Anyone else? All right, guys, thank you for hopping on so late on a call. I really appreciate that. Look, somebody sent you a link down there, Dwight. Aaron, you want to copy it and send it to Dwight? And thank you guys for hopping on a call. Please have this conversation tonight. Please come up. If your manager hasn't come up with communication ways on how we can get you qualified, please make him up yourself. Just make him hard and do it. Go out on Sunday. Go out on Sunday the next 3 Sundays. And put yourself to be the best example of the office, and make it worth it for your manager to be like, dude, you're paying for the ticket and you're going to do all of this work. I am paying for your stay. Make it make sense. Love you guys, and we'll see you at the beach.
Ciao.
Thanks, Richard.
We
See you there.
love you, Richard.
Thank you, Richard.
Peace.
Thank you, Richard.